Here's a question I ask almost every client before we do anything else. If I gave you and someone else the exact same skill, would you build the exact same business with it? Almost nobody said yes. And that's the piece most people miss when they try to figure out how to monetize what they know. Welcome back to Monetize Who You Are. My name is Pinate, and today we're going to be digging into the fourth dimension of your 4D expertise map from the Monetize Who You Are book. Area of application. If you have been following along the previous episodes, you know that the first three dimensions are knowledge, experience, and natural gift. Those three answer the question, what do I have, or what do you have? But the area of application answers a completely different question, and that is, where does it go? So what is it? Area of application is the context, is the industry, the audience, or the problem space where your expertise actually gets put to work. It's not a fifth skill that you need to go acquire. It's the arena you choose to step into with the skills that you already have, and that is one of the keys. Here is why this matters so much. Two people can have identical deep knowledge, identical experience, and even the same natural gift. This is it's almost impossible, but for the sake of this exercise, let's imagine that. Because these two individuals might end up in a completely different business, charging completely different rates, serving completely different people. The difference isn't the expertise, it's where they're pointing it. I see this mistake constantly with clients in the early sessions. They think the goal is to keep stacking credentials. That will make them more successful. Another certification, another course, another skill, when the real unlock is narrowing down when they apply what they already have. And that is one of the keys. Let's make this concrete. Take someone with deep financial analysis skills. Say 20 years underwriting complex commercial deals at a bank. That deep knowledge and experience is clearly established. Now, the area of application is where the fork in the road shows up. That same underwriting skill set could point towards energy infrastructure deals, where the client becomes the trusted advisor banks and developers call before they call anybody else. Or it could be pointed towards agriculture, bringing institutional finance and farm operation from a client base that almost no one in the banking actually understands from the inside, because he grew up on a ranch. That same knowledge, same experience, but two entirely different practices, two entirely different client bases, two entirely different price points, because the area of application changed. Here's a second example. Further from finance. Picture a former high school science teacher with a great gift, a real gift for taking complicated ideas and make them click. That's a natural gift plus experience. Point that gift at a corporate training and you can get someone who builds onboarding program for Fortune 500 companies. Point that exact same gift at parents with kids with learning disabilities and you get someone that is coaching families through IEP meetings and home strategies. Point that at YouTube and you can get a science communicator with 500,000 subscribers. Three wildly different businesses, same underlying gift. The only variable that you move was the area of application. Who the expertise serve and in what setting. And why people get stuck in here. This is usually the dimension where clients feel the most friction. And I think I know the reason why. Deep knowledge, experience, and natural gift, they all feel like they're about you. They're comfortable talking about it because somehow they are backward looking. Instead, the area of application forces you to look at the future. It's about the future. It's a commitment, and a commitment feels riskier than credentials. But here is the reframe that I give every client. Choosing an area of application isn't a life sentence. It's just a decision about where are you going to plant a flag first, based on where the convergence is the strongest, where your knowledge, your track record, and your natural wiring all line up with the problem that a specific group of people will actually pay to have solved. So how do you find yours? Start by asking 3 questions. First, who has already paid me or paid somebody else to solve this kind of problem? Second, what setting makes my natural gift feels effortless instead of exhausting? And third, and this is underrated, what world do I already have credibility in? Even if it's not my main career, because sometimes that second convergence, the one that comes from your background rather than from your resume, end up being the stronger play. That third question is exactly what unlocked things for one of my clients recently. His main career gave him one obvious area of application, but his upbringing gave him a second one, a world where almost none of his professional peers had any real standing at all. That second convergence turned out to be just as viable as the first one, maybe more so, because the competition there was so much thinner. So it is very important that you force yourself to think about it. And that brings us to the end of this expertise map. Deep knowledge, experience, natural gift, and area of application. This is the fourth and final pillar of the monetization map. Now you have all the 4 pieces. What you do with them is now the real work. If you haven't done this, this is so important. You're gonna find out so much about you and so much possibilities that you haven't even explored, that I hope you really take the time to look through it. And I wanna leave you with this. Expertise without direction is just potential. So you have to choose where it goes, and it becomes a business. So this week, I don't want you to just think about the area of application. Work on it, write it down. Name the room that you're going to walk into. That's the work, so go ahead and do it. So that's it for today's dive into the 4D expertise map. This is just the beginning of the work. But if this framework is resonating with you, grab a copy of the book Monetize Who You Are and do all the exercises. And even if you want to just work it with me, send me a message. Let's do it together. Thank you for listening. I'm Luis Pinate, and I catch you in the next episode.